We are live here on SRL TV in Auckland for what is shaping up to be quite the important match for both these sides. It's the last placed Auckland Warriors coming up against an Eels side in what is likely to be their final match of the season here tonight. The Warriors are still looking to avoid the wooden spoon, and a win here would go a long way to getting that done. Meanwhile, the Eels will need a miracle to make finals, but it's still in their hands tonight. I'm Jack Carl, and joining me in the commentary box is Eddie Oliver. How are you tonight, Eddie?
G'day, Jack. We've got an amazing game on our hands here. The Auckland Warriors and the Parramatta Eels, as you've already said. We've got an amazing game on our hands. Having a good night here, Jack, and it's going to be interesting to see how these changes for both teams goes. We'll talk about later into the game, but before Corcoran gets us underway here, congratulations, welcoming you back to the box here, Jack, for your first game of the season, Season 6. Welcome back. It's good to have you here, and it's good to be here for your comeback.
Yeah, well, it's been a long hiatus. My last commentary gig was the SRL Mines Grand Final for Season 4, and I've been itching to get back in the commentary box, but things have gotten in the way. And today I finally get to suit up again and wear the microphone.
Definitely welcome back there, Jack.
So as Cherry... Oh,
high shot there on Kenny.
a high shot immediately, and the Eels will be in good field position. I meant to ask you this in the lead-up, Eddie, but who do you think's going to win this game tonight?
Well, coming back from last week's performance, the key players from both sides just didn't look to really ignite for them. As you know, for the Eels, Brody Kennedy just quiet and just not being the player that we know him to be. But the Warriors here coming back from last week, making lots of changes, trying to ignite their side and just get something done. Both teams have done some things that we wouldn't have expected from them. But if those key players get on the ball and get on the front foot, I'm going to have to go for the Eels here, Jack.
Oh, well, you did touch on Brody Kennedy there. I think this game will come down to the battle of the fullbacks. Brody Kennedy has been incredible this season, while Chance Bunce has been a bit quiet, and Jordan Ford is held in the tackle. It'll be interesting to see if they go for the two, and they will. Levi Raymond setting up. The Eels will get on the board first.
Yeah, good call there from the captain. Just wanting to just get, the first points over and done with, and getting those two, as it is in good position for him, 15 metres out right in front. Slots it straight over the black dot here, and Levi Raymond, the captain, that's a good call there from him. Just walked up to the ref straight away and went, we're going for the two here, sir. And Corcoran, he's going to get us underway 3 minutes in, and the Eels 2 up.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. You say it's a good choice. I actually don't think it was. I think they had him under the pump there. I would have liked to see them take the tap and just go, put the pressure on the Warriors. Now the ball's back in the Eels' end. They're going to have to work it out of their end. I don't know if that was the right call, as Corcoran will kick it straight down the guts of Blake Harris. A long ball out to Jordan Ford. He's met there by, I think that's Daniel Engo there in the tackle. Levi Raymond, he's looking at his options. He'll send it out to Cherry Evans. Go to the captain, Luke Short, pushing up to the 30-metre line. Raymond has a little look to the right, and that's where he decides to go. Blake Harris returning to the single digits this week after spending a little bit of time on the bench. He's back in the number 7 jersey. Jordan Ford just takes it up the guts. The pink-haired Liam Rogers to make the tackle. Raymond will send it to that man Harris we were just talking about. He goes for the 40-20 attempt.
Oh,
it looks pretty good. He's kicked the 40-20.
Oh my gosh, bringing Blake Harris back into the number 7 jersey was something we didn't talk about. What a choice it was from the coaching staff here at the Parramatta Eels. And he's just put the Eels straight back into position as Raymond takes a run out dummy half, goes left here to McKay, and they've got another opportunity here to get some more points on the board.
Shannon Freeburn goes over untouched. The Warriors' defense on that left edge, it didn't really put up any kind of fight, and Freeburn, the center, strolls over for the Eels, and they turn 2 points into 6, and hopefully 8 in a second.
Well, Freeburn just open pastures down on the sideline there for him. It was a beautiful play set up there from the Eels, playing it short and direct, and then Raymond spreading it out wide there to the second row, getting tackled, and then they went the same way again. They went straight over there from Freeburn. Beautiful stuff. Raymond here, the captain. What a call it was to get those points on the board first, and he slotted it here. It's 8 points the difference here, 5 minutes in.
Yeah, well, making me bite my words. I said the 2 points wasn't a good idea. I didn't expect Blake Harris to turn around and kick a 40-20 to put him in good field position. But they did that, and they managed to capitalize on that opportunity that the young man created. And the Warriors, you can just see they look a little bit dejected here. Josh Corcoran, he had a bit of sadness when placing that ball down on the tee. You could see it in his eyes. Kicks the ball down to Brody Kennedy. The Eels, they're hot on the attack. We'll see if they can continue it. As we cross 6 minutes into this match. Raymond will send it to Cherry Evans. We'll go to the rookie McKay. He's been pretty good this season. One of the Eels' shining lights. Cherry Evans will go to Kennedy. Steps. He's got space. You don't want to give Kennedy space. But Patrick Corcoran, the 5'8", manages to wrap him up. Raymond will send it to Blake Harris again. Getting his hands on the ball, Harris. He pushes up past the 50-meter line. They're making meters too easily here. Jason Farrow to Alistair Russell. That'll be the last. Get about 40 meters out from the opponent's line. Attila Sentendag, the lock with the kick. Down to the wing of Isaac Simons. There's danger here. Cherry Evans and Brody Kennedy chasing. Oh. Brody Kennedy with the ankle tap, but Michael Crimp. Oh, just a last-ditch effort. Didn't make the tackle, but he slowed him down enough. That was great defense there from Michael Crimp. He had got away. Simons, not too many that can chase him down.
No, definitely not. Simons here looking for another run after that break, nearly getting away. He broke about 2 or 3 tackles there, the winger. And they're in good position here, the Warriors. It's about to be 4th tackle, 26 out. They're wanting to keep the pressure on here as they go down that way again. Simons, 3 runs in this set. Well, they're wanting to put the pressure back on here, the Warriors, to have a set to score back. Have to get it from a good kick.
Yeah, well, the kick goes to Liam Rogers. The lock's been kicking well, but he just puts up a bit of a nothing. There's no chase there. Mendonca catches it with ease. The Eels, they'll push it out from their own 5-meter line.
Well, good. My apologies there, Jack. Good take there from Mendonca and Kennedy. Straight through here.
He almost got around Bunce there, but Bunce, he readjusted. And he managed to make the tackle. Luke Short now. Guy McCartney absolutely monsters the captain. As Levi Raymond will send it out to Sentendag, who's done well to transition into lock this season. It's definitely the right choice from Luke Short to move in there. Cherry Evans now with the kick. Takes the line on there. And Isaac Simons is wrapped up there by Shannon Freeburn. Liked that set from the Eels. They just got themselves out of danger and then put a good kick in and chased it.
No, they did. It was a very good set. Brody Kennedy just breaking the line early and just showing off his speed. Getting through the line. As Nanai here getting an offload away to Engo. And, you know, there was a good kick return there. The Warriors here, they've got to work their way out of their own end. Their Eels falling off of tackles. It was a good ball here to Slattery.
Yeah, well, Rex Slattery has been moved to the 2nd row for this match. It's a decision that I don't quite believe in. His speed is only a 69. And I think we saw it there. He made a break, but just couldn't go anywhere. It'll be interesting to see how he goes for the rest of the match. I'm not going to judge it too early, but not a fan of it early on. As Joshua Corcoran sends it down to Mendonca. He's had a pretty good season, Mendonca, but unable to break the line there. As Nikau Awatere will wrap him up. Blake Harris sends the short ball to Jason Farrow. Another slow 2nd rower. Mark is offside as Levi Raymond will look to execute on that. Christian McKay has looked strong so far, pushing forward in the tackle. Blake Harris short ball to Sentendag again. His hands all over the ball. This game's gone into a bit of a back and forth. The Eels probably slightly winning the field position battle. As I say that, he's driven back in the tackle there, Cherry Evans. The kick will go down to Blake Harris. They're targeting that wing of Isaac Simons tonight. And he breaks the line. He's gone. There's no way he catches it. Crimp's there, though. Crimp can
hang
run.
on.
Crimp can really run. Has he got him? Has he got him? Yes, he has.
Oh, what a tackle.
Oh, I thought he was gone for all money, but Michael Crimp, you never write him off. As Liam Rogers will push his way over. And Sentendag can't make the tackle. I think Liam Rogers got that down.
Well, we'll talk about the try here in a second. But what a run that was there. and just a foot race there of the ages. Crimp and Simmons, my apologies. Beautiful stuff there from him. And the big forward here, the number 13, getting the first try here for the Warriors in the first half. That's a much needed try. Is either going to be the winger there for them or something off of that play as he got them into that good field position. Corcoran, a kick right in front here to hopefully be looking to make it 2 points the difference.
Oh, well, you can tell that the Eels, they're definitely targeting that wing of Isaac Simons. I don't think it's a good strategy. I don't think it's a good strategy at all. Isaac Simons is one of the premier wingers of our game, and he's broken them a couple times. Crimpy is another one of those premier wingers. He managed to run him down, but the damage was already done at that point. I think they really need to think about who they're targeting here, because so far it's not working.
No, definitely. You know, those two players that you were talking about, just so quick. They left the rest of the team behind, and it was too late for the Eels defenders to get back onto the defensive line. They're all over the place there, the Eels. They just need to regroup and just need to get back to how they started off this game. Good tackle there on that night.
Yeah, that was a very good tackle there from the captain, Luke Short, and also Jason Farah. Daniel Ango will take the next hit up. The Warriors, they won't want to make an error in the set. They'll just want to get around the 50-meter mark, put a good kick in, get that chase on. The Warriors, they've been prone to making these early set errors after points so far this season. Rex Slattery, he'll take the next run. They're going through the forwards at the moment. Bunce will have a go himself. He steps one. He's going to try to cut inside Brody Kennedy. Brody Kennedy's up for the challenge. It's a good set there from the Warriors. They just need to top it off with a good kick chase here. Oh, and that's not the kick there from Joshua Corcoran. Beating the Eels, some beautiful field position.
Well, battle of the fullbacks it indeed is here, Jack. And a wide ball here to forward. Buns there towards the end of the set, getting some good meters for the Warriors. They're unfortunately not able to come up with the kick as they're looking to play here to Brody Kennedy.
Oh, Brody Kennedy, he is dangerous. Brody Kennedy is one try off the record for all-time try scorer within a single season. He's on 11 at the moment. 12 is needed to break that record. He needs to score a try tonight because this is the last Eels match. I would be betting that he will get one. He has looked very dangerous so far. Go to the last, and Cherry Evans will put it up. It's a deep kick. I think it's too deep, but it's going to bounce. Bunce lets it bounce, but he steps. Oh, he was almost away, but guess who? It's Brody Kennedy there to make the tackle.
Well, talking about being back and forth here, Jilly, both teams just giving, glimpses of mistakes, errors, falling away. And Bunce there, he had himself a bit deep in the end goal, and the kick was a bit shorter than he expected, allowed it to bounce, but took the ball there, and the Eels have just let the Warriors straight back into their own half here.
Yeah, well, the Warriors, they haven't had too much field position, but when they did, they capitalized on it very quickly. Only one play, and Liam Rogers pushed his way over. It'll be interesting to see if they can get the job done here again as they tap it on the halfway mark. Paddy Corcoran will feed it to Rex Slattery, playing second row, pushes his way over the 40-meter line. That was a good run off the first play of the set. They'll go down the short side for Hannah Broughton-Thompson. They'll be pushed back by Alistair Russell and Thomas Mendonca. Paddy Corcoran will send it to Slattery again. He has touched the ball a lot so far in this game, Rex Slattery. As I think the interchange forwards have just come on, Snicko Bro and Daniel Keat. It'll be interesting to see how they fit into this team. They're going pretty well, the Warriors. They don't want to stagnate here. And then that man I was just talking about, Snicko Bro, almost gets through them. Probably just a bit of lack of speed there. And McCartney will feed it to Corcoran. A big kick here. Bunce is under it. Bunce can't catch it, and Michael Crimp takes it. Great Parramatta defense.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there from Parramatta. The kick was a bit short there from Corcoran, and Crimp just came straight onto his Farah here, breaking away from one tackle, getting driven back. All class there from the winger there and Crimp as they're spreading the ball here to McDonald, another one of those forwards that have come on to replace the starters.
Oh, another holding tackle penalty.
The ref there, sin bin final warning, so we heard from him up here in the box. They need to watch themselves here, the Warriors.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'd know plenty about that, Eddie. I think it was against the Eels, wasn't it, that you did that?
Yeah, it was. Oh, no.
Forward pass. Oh, no. And they got given a gift, and they've just thrown it away. The Eels, they're straight back on the defense now. Pressure right on them. Patrick Corcoran sends it to Awatere. A bit quiet throughout his career, Awatere. He's got some good stats and got a lot of potential, but just hasn't really looked the part. It's Nahana Broughton-Thompson. He tries to take on Mendonca, but Mendonca's up for the challenge, though. So McCartney, the hooker, will send it to Corcoran. Good short ball, but it's read well. They're looking a bit flat, the Warriors, not making too many meters in this set. It's Corcoran. Oh, Keat almost knocks it on. He manages to regather it, though, after the juggle.
I'll need a good kick. Keat in full flight.
Yeah.
Got Big E.
Oh, not what they wanted. Not what they wanted at all. Patrick Corcoran, he tried to take the line on. If he had got boot to ball, who knows what could have happened there, but definitely not what they wanted.
Barisic there picking up the crumbs there from Corcoran, not getting the kick that he wanted. Look at the big man in there at marker. Oh, I would not want to be tackling him on the field. Thankfully, I'm on the bench this week. Anyway, we need to watch out here for the Eels as they're getting their way out of their own end. The Warriors, they just need to be mindful. There's Barisic there taking up another run. They just need to be careful of the turf behind them. They could lose meters quite easily here, the Warriors.
Yeah, they could, and especially with that man touching the ball, Brody Kennedy. Another line break to his tally. He's got to be getting up there this season. The Eels, again, pushing their way into the Warriors' half. The Warriors probably dominated field possession in this last 15 minutes. And again, they target Isaac Simons. But this time, it's a great tackle there from Shannon Freeburn. Sean Walker feed it to Joshua Corcoran. He takes the line on. Anthony McDonald holding on for dear life. Being carried an extra 5 meters there. So McCartney will go to Rogers. Rogers hit the interchange forward Justin Barisic. They seem to be holding on in the tackle a bit. I don't know if it's hot or something, or they're just getting tired, but they seem to be giving away a lot of held in tackle penalties, staying on the ball a bit longer than they should. Patrick Corcoran tries to emulate Blake Harris. He can't do it. He instead just kicks it straight down the guts to Brody Kennedy. And the Eels will start just before the halfway mark here. There's Anthony McDonald. He gets driven back in the tackle. Go from Shannon Freeburn out to Levi Raymond to Blake Harris. Again, he's definitely making an impact in this game. Blake Harris. This is his last chance for the season and make a statement that he needs to be picked up. Christian McKay straight through a hole. He tries to get on the inside. Offload. Oh, Attila Settendag was there, but Joe McCartney just cleaning up the crumbs. Just. And the Warriors hold on. Well, it's been a certainly interesting game so far. And the Warriors, I think a few of their teamless changes have been... when I looked at it, I thought that there was some issues originally. I mean, Slattery at 11. I mentioned it earlier. He's a bit slow for 11. Liam Rogers at 13 and Patrick Corcoran at 6. Those are the big ones. I think Paddy Corcoran coming out of 13 wasn't the best idea, but he's looked decently the part tonight. As I say that, he makes a brilliant kick down to Michael Crimp. Eddie, what is your opinion of the Warriors' teamless bin tonight? As Levi Raymond.
Oh, good there. Couple of technical difficulties there, as I couldn't really actually hear anything that you've been saying beforehand, but the teamless changes have been really interesting there. Jack, just, changing up the starters, putting the starters in different positions and onto the bench. It's been interesting. They've done a good job so far. There've been they've just been solid, but nothing classy or to stand out from them here at the moment in the game, as there is still plenty of time to play here. As Crimp gets round 1, 15 meters out here, 5th tackle.
Well, Levi Raymond, he puts a rubber kick in. That's interesting. Bunts. Oh.
He went straight to him.
Yeah. He almost went flying there, Bunts. Shot out of a cannon almost. Just like the ball, to be fair. And Barner pushes his way up past the 20. Who do you think has been on top in this game the most, Eddie? And who do you think is going to make the next breakthrough? Because it's kind of just into a grinding match so far.
Well, it is, yeah, at the moment. Both teams are sort of just relying on their star players by the looks of it to get the work done in the hard yards. And, oh, here it is, Liam Rogers. My apologies there. Rogers, good stuff from him. I think it just comes down to what teams take the moments provided to them. Sneeko, bro, straight through again. The Warriors looking dangerous here.
Yeah, they certainly are. They're making easy meters. I think the Eels are getting a little bit tired through the middle. That man, Sneeko, bro, he's had a few line breaks now. Earlier in the season, we saw the Sneeko bro v Luke Short theatrical moment, the Sneeko fold, the infamous Sneeko fold. Luke Short's 1-0 up. So far, I can't really decide a winner of who's winning this one.
No, definitely. As it's going to be hard to get them on the field at the same time, as Luke Short is the starting prop with Sneeko coming off the bench. Anyway, there, Kennedy trying to get a run to inject himself. Blake Harris showing his running game here.
Oh no. Harris, the offload. Bunce just read it perfectly. I thought Bunce was gone then, to be honest. But no. Brody Kennedy was there again. He's made some very crucial tackles on Chance Bunce tonight. And likewise, Bunce has made some very crucial tackles on Kennedy. It's definitely been the battle of fullbacks, and they've both been up for it tonight. So the Warriors will push past the 30-meter line for Sean Walker, and Cherry Evans says, no, I'm going to push you back past that 30-meter line. McCartney,
no. Ooh.
Interesting ball. Thought it was going to be forward for a second. David Barner was there. This will be the last tackle. Goes out to Joshua Corcoran. Puts a punt out to Thomas Mendonca. We'd like to see a bomb there. A step. He's away. Bunce holding on. Great little tackle there. Absolute try saver because Mendonca can really run when he's in space.
Well, good return there from Mendonca, but it was met by as good as defense there from the fullback there. As McDonald here, the Eels getting some easy meters here, come towards the end of the first half. They need to be careful here, the Warriors, because they could easily be further up here at halftime, the Eels. Again, Settendag. Just getting straight through the line and the offload. Oh, no.
Oh, Sean Walker. Sean Walker, I don't think anyone's going to catch him. Michael Crimp's there again. Can he pull it off again? No way. Sean Walker, nah, he's gone. Shut the gate. Sean Walker scores. It's too easy for the Warriors, and it's just a little moment in the game, and that could define the match when we look at full time.
Well, definitely here, it definitely can here, Jack. And you were talking earlier about the Eels looking a bit fatigued and just passing the ball to whoever really was just to the side of them. And they're doing the same there, forced the offload, and Michael Crimp didn't look like to have the pace that he did have earlier, coming towards the end of the first half. And Walker just got around one and pulled away. Flying centre, the wing was nowhere to be seen there for the Eels again. Corcoran here to put them 4 up here, at home here, the Auckland Warriors. And what a turnaround this is here for them.
Yeah, well, they need to win this match if they're to avoid the spoon. They're definitely putting their best foot forward at the moment. 2 minutes left in the half. They do lead by 4. Unless there's an absolutely insane error in this set, you'd imagine they'd go up, go into the sheds 4 points up.
No, definitely. Levi Raymond's going to get us underway for the last couple of minutes of this first half. They just need to play conservative. Talking about playing conservative, Corker in the number 6 just took it himself straight into the line. But Rogers here just playing some one-up footy here. A couple of settlers as we see some interchanges here on forwards coming towards the end of half-time. Baha taking a run here. Yeah, they just need to watch it here, the Eels.
Yeah, well, the Warriors, they seem to make meters easily in that set. It's only third tackle. They're just getting past the 50 now. Kao Terry, he was almost in some space. As we enter the final 30 seconds of the first half. Pat Corcoran, little inside ball.
Good ball.
What a ball. And Liam Rogers fending off an Eels defender as well. They've really put the pressure on the Eels in this final set, but it won't matter if this is a kick return try. It goes down to Crimp. We've seen how deadly he can be, and Sean Walker wraps him up. It's halftime here at Mount Smart Stadium. The Warriors lead by 4 points.
And I was gone in heaven's
Welcome back to SRL TV here from Auckland. And the Warriors currently lead the Eels 4 points after the first half of play. Eddie, what were your thoughts on the first half?
Well, it was all Parramatta early, and then it sort of started to even out the contest there between Auckland, and they got a try back. It was through the big forwards, just diving on the ball, and then late in the first half there, the Auckland Warriors got the try to put them 4 ahead, and they're already looking to get involved here early as Bunce gets around 1. This is a good start to the set here for the Warriors.
Yeah, well, they definitely look like they just have a bit more energy than the Eels at the moment, and I say that, and Anthony McDonald has absolutely rattled Ryan Lawrence there. We saw Luke shorten Snicko, bro, but nah, forget that. Anthony McDonald has a vendetta. He's absolutely leveled Lawrence. His Barner will run it straight at Levi Raymond. It's a good first set after halftime on the Warriors. Josh Corcoran, that's not a great kick though. And Cherry Evans in space. Oh, I thought he was going to get around Bunce. Now,
Dangerous there.
Yeah, now these teams have made a number of changes at halftime, including Ryan Lawrence, who probably wish he was still on the bench. Eddie, do you want to take us through those changes?
Yeah, talking about Ryan Lawrence. Rex Slattery coming off or on here, but, you know, Joe McCartney going off for Jaden White, which is very interesting there. Jaden White coming on. Very interesting stuff here from the Warriors. It seems like that they're taking some of their starting players off and wanting to give others opportunities. Or maybe something happens on the training paddock that the coaches have seen that they want to give a shot at. As there's Lawrence talking about him on the field here. And for the Eels, it's, again, just wanting to give some of those bench players some more minutes here and a good start. As the Warriors' 5th tackle here, that's a better kick there from them.
Yep, and Mendonca Awatere, that's a great tackle from Nikau Awatere on Thomas Mendonca. Russell sent it out to Raymond, who sends it back to Logan Schmidt, the big Irishman. And he'll play the ball about 15 meters out from his own line. Anthony McDonald, he'll take a run. He just tucks it under his arm, and he goes for it straight at Ryan Lawrence. They seem to be targeting him so far in this second half.
Good tackle on McKay.
Yeah, great tackle on McKay. As the Eels going nowhere in this set, they're trying something a little different. Kennedy tries to make the step, but Jaden White managed to shut him down. They'll be kicking from inside their own 30. It's Blake Harris. That is a monster kick. But Isaac Simons is up for the task. He pokes his nose through. I think that counts as a line break. Anthony McDonald just managing to wrap him up. The Warriors, they look on top in the second half. Sean Walker. Second play, they're already 40 meters out from their opponent's goal line. As David Barner push his way up to 30 meters out now. Warriors making easy meters. Corcoran takes the line on himself. The halfback loves to do that. Barner down the short side. Sean Walker with a step. McKay with an absolutely vital tackle. This will be the last. They'll be looking for a bomb. And I think it's going to be Liam Rogers. It will be. He puts the bomb up. It's a good bomb. Bunce is there, but Brody Kennedy comes down. Brody Kennedy's away. Is he? No. Oh, Jaden White managed to make the tackle. Again, there have been so many times where either Brody Kennedy or Chance Bunce have made a break, and I thought they were away, but again, Warriors defense just reeling him in.
Well, definitely both of these teams have been talking about the opposition's fullbacks, as they've been all on top of them as they've gone through the line here, as Bunce and Kennedy, just making sure that they don't give them an inch, and if they do get a bit, every single player who is trying to chase them down is determined to make that tackle. That's a very good tackle there on Schmidt. Good stuff from him, and they're looking for a good kick here.
Yeah, well, and that's what they get from Blake Harris. He's been kicking well tonight. It's Nahana Broughton-Thompson with a step. Oh, we know how deadly he can be. And Kennedy wraps him up. Some great defensive plays from the fullback. There's Liam Rogers. He's had a good night at lock. A little bit of a change-up for him, but he's handled it well. It's Ryan Lawrence. He runs straight at Anthony McDonald. Wants a bit of revenge. Again, another run for Liam Rogers. This time he goes straight through the line. Jason Farah managing to drag him back a couple meters. Around the top of the upper torso. Snicko, bro. He's come on at second row by the looks of it. And he makes a solid run. The Warriors, again, close to the Eels line. They kick it down to Crimp. He's a dangerous man, but Sean Walker, he's too good of a defender there. Sean Walker has been really good on Michael Crimp tonight, I've got to say. Crimp is one of the most, if not the most dangerous winger in our game. And Sean Walker has been really up for the challenge tonight.
You've taken the words straight out of my mouth there, Walker. And talking about his defensive work there, but also his attack. He's just been, wanting to find the holes in the defense, which he has. As Marshall getting a run, bringing the ball up towards the halfway here for the Eels. They need a good kick here. There's been a very good defensive set here. Only 42 meters gained there from the Eels. Yeah,
well, that's really been the story of the last half hour. Eels struggling to make meters. Warriors dominating in attack and defense. Hannah Broughton-Thompson will have a chance to bring it back out, but again, that's good defense. There's been good kick return defense. Not too many opportunities been given from either side. So instead, they'll just try to go up the middle. As Ryan Lawrence will be taken down by Schmidt and Marshall. Barner, he's been getting through a lot of work tonight. He hasn't come off yet. He hasn't had a break. He'll probably play 80 minutes by the looks of it. Snicko Bro, another guy who has been on the field a lot of the game tonight. There's Corcoran, they'll try to go down the short side. And Alistair Russell and Thomas Mendonca to make the tackle. Well, this is the best field possession the Eels have had in terms of keeping the Warriors in their own half. Brody Kennedy steps. Brody Kennedy again. I thought he was away, but Bunce, he managed to tackle him.
They've been doing their video review here, both of these teams, but especially talking about the Warriors on Brody Kennedy. They know how dangerous he is on kick returns, and they're always having just that extra player back there to cover it, whether it's either fullback or the player who did put in the kick as well. But it just seems like at the moment here, Jack, both teams don't really have anything one-upping one another. So back and forth.
That might be it, though.
As I was about to say, they've been waiting for an error, and the Warriors have given it away. Ill-disciplined stuff there, and they're going to have a good shot here, the Eels.
Yeah, they certainly will. The Eels, they'll need to make the most of this. This is easily the best field position they've had for a solid half hour. As McKay, he takes a settler on the first. Cherry Evans, you wouldn't want him taking a settler, but he does anyway. He'll manage to get the quick play. The ball bounces offside at marker. Blake Harris tries to push over John Nanai. He might get there. He has. Blake Harris. They're going to send it upstairs, but I'm 99% certain that Blake Harris has gotten that ball down, and the replay says that it has.
Just going to go for the other angle here. It's gone up as no try from the ref to the bunker. They're still looking. And green lights here at Mount Smart Stadium. And the Eels have struck back first in the second half here. It's tied up. But a kick in front pretty much here. Levi Raymond to hopefully make it 2 points of difference with 25 to play.
Yeah, well, Blake Harris has had quite the eventful week. He's back in the starting side. He's had a great kicking game tonight. He's kicked a 40-20 even. And now he's scored himself a try that puts Parramatta back in front here in Auckland. And boy, oh boy, that couldn't have come at a better time. The game was just into a really big holding pattern. The Warriors gave away a penalty. They were the first one to blink. And the Eels capitalised on it.
No, definitely. And it could have been either team there. It just came down to who could hold on the longest and who could be playing that solid and just basic, footy. That both those teams were playing excellent footy there, Jack. And it just came down to who could sustain it for the longest. And it was the Eels there, and the Warriors just gave them that chance, which they absolutely took up on a silver platter. And the Eels are in front here.
Yeah, well, we want to see a good set from them after points as well. There hasn't been too much problem with that so far in this match. Michael Crimp down the sideline. Once managed to drive him back an extra few meters. Still a good run nonetheless. Cherry Evans that is. Send it out to Anthony McDonald. Take it into the Warriors half. This has been a good set. As Blake Harris feeds it to Jason Farah. I want a good attacking kick here. I think Blake Harris is the one in position. He is. Goes to him. He puts the punt down to Isaac Simons again, still targeting that wing. And again, another step. Brody Kennedy managed to wrap him up.
The defensive work that Brody Kennedy has had to do in the second half is unbelievable, as pretty much every kick return here for the Warriors, they're either getting through or they're just putting in good plays and getting through the line. I'm not surprised that the fullback here at the moment is a bit quiet, as Awa Tahir, the centre here, comes up to halfway. My apologies for the pronunciation. So going right here, the Warriors.
Yeah, well, the Warriors, they've fought their way back in this set. But this is what I like to call the danger zone, the zone between the 40s. You see the most kick return tries. And Mendonca will get the ball. The defense is going to have to be good here, and it is. Awatare up to the task. Good tackle. I mean, that has just been the theme of the night. Good defense from both teams. And just a little error there from Levi Raymond, but he managed to get a few meters. Another little sand bin warning from the referee. Eddie, you need to go down there and coach him.
Well, this time here, it's to the Warriors. The Eels got one earlier in the first half. You'd think the ref is a bit lenient now here on the Eels, but they certainly have cleaned themselves up. So the Warriors this time, they need to watch themselves here. There's 20 minutes left to play. They're still in this game, but the 10 in the bin here could be devastating here for the Warriors.
Yeah, the 10 in the bin really could seal the game, especially with the Eels continuing to be hot on the attack. I think it's only one more try from the Eels, and the Warriors will have a real struggle, mainly because of how good each team's defense has been. I mean, 8 points isn't a lot, but with this, the way the game's been going, 8 points is a lot. And they'll try a little trick play here, but Jordan Marshall is absolutely rattled by John Nano. He didn't even get time to pass it. They were setting up for the play. And Nikau Awatere, he's done very well there. And he makes a good couple meters too.
Very good run.
Levi Raymond, the one that has to wrap him up. Great stuff there by Awatere. Almost a knock-on from Barner. Seen a few of those tonight, but he managed to wrap it up. It's good work there from him. It's Corcoran, they'll go down the short side. Snicko Bro. Met there by Harrison Farah. The Warriors, they'll need to not make error in this set. They've made errors the last couple times they've been down here. So they'll want to straighten up, and Bunce is absolutely driven back in the tackle. I tell you what, the fullbacks have been shut down tonight, and I think that's a bit of a worry for Kennedy in particular, because he was looking at running down the record, beating the record for most tries in a single season. With only 17 minutes left on the clock, he's got to score a try still. And Snicko Bro has picked that off. That's the second time he's done it tonight. Great defensive read. The Warriors with a chance to go in front. As I was saying though, Brody Kennedy, he needs another try to beat the record still. He may not get it tonight. Snicko Bro again. Takes it up. 4 meters out.
Off here.
He certainly has. It's Patrick Corcoran now. He's flat-footed. But he will manage to push his way forward. They're in a good spot here, the Warriors. They probably need to score. Bro, he's going to get very close. But again, he just can't get there. As Jaden White, he'll look to feed it to his playmaker. Paddy Corcoran, grubber. Daniel Ango scores. The Warriors are in front.
Well, Daniel Ango, he's just come back on the field after a breather on the bench, and he's been given a gift here from Corcoran, I believe. A beautifully well-placed grubber kick from him. Went out a dummy half here. In position there is Corcoran. And it just opened up. The defenders split either way from each other and left the space there for the forward to just run straight through. No blockers in between. And the Warriors here, they've shot straight back after the Eels getting that try. And they're hoping to make it back here to for the difference.
Well, I tell you what, Eddie. For the two teams that are currently ranked 9th and 8th, this has been a hella of a match. I've really enjoyed commentating this game. I mean, every single aspect of footy has been here tonight. The defense has been phenomenal. Their attackers look dangerous at stages. This is just a really exciting game, and this could go right down to the wire.
What a game they're putting on for the SRL TV and also the fans here. Mount Smart Stadium, what a game here, like to have in Auckland. It's been happening in the mines, but what a way to send both of these teams off, you know, coming towards the end of the SRL season for them. Just still showing that they're willing to fight, even though, you know, their seasons are over this season, unfortunately. Raymond getting us underway. Both teams are not shying away here. We've still got 15 left to play, and there's still a lot to happen.
There certainly is, and I have a little feeling that maybe even Golden Point could be on McCartney. He goes straight through the middle. He gets an offload to Nanai as well. That is a really good run. The Warriors, they seem to be on the front foot here. This game is very momentum-based, and the Warriors seem to have a lot of it at the moment. And Bunce again shut down. It's been the story of the night. Send it out to Snicko, bro. He'll take on Jason Farrell, almost double his height. He's put on his back. Jaden White at dummy half. Send it to McCartney. And Nahana Broughton-Thompson cuts in. Nahana Broughton-Thompson is going to score. And the Warriors will go 10 points up by the looks of it.
Oh, ref's pointing at the spot there. Thompson just getting around one. Going on the inside of Kennedy, who's been defending his backside off all night. He's finally missed one here, the fullback. Just overran the play and just overread it. Good work there from the winger, running back in field to easing up the conversion here for Corcoran. Good awareness there from him. There's nobody there from the Eels running back to just force him into the corner to make this goal kick that bit more difficult. He shouldn't miss this one here, and, well, there's still about, after this, there'll be about probably 12 left to play. But it's going to be looking a bit difficult now here for the Eels.
Yeah, well, it was right in the battle. The Eels had taken the lead, and then all of a sudden, the Warriors went bang, bang. And I think the Eels are pretty much dead in the water after that. I said earlier 8 points was going to be a lot. Well, the Warriors have 10-point lead now. This is going to be quite the challenge for the Eels. They'll probably need to score in their next opportunity. I'm certainly not writing it off. We've seen crazier things happen in this SRL competition. But the Warriors, they're in a commanding position now. It's their game to lose.
They're at home here, the Warriors, and the crowd's behind them, wanting to finish this game off here strong. Joe McCartney coming on to the forwards. Well, I think he ignited that try there because they're playing off of him. He had a good run there in the set there, Jack. And then they just played off the quick play of the ball, and that's where the momentum came from. Well, these interchanges have been working dividends here for the Warriors at the moment. Snicko, bro, playing more minutes than he usually would. Just trying to give their bench a bit more, you know, match fitness. And it's paying off here for the Warriors.
Yeah, well, when I first looked at the team list for this week and then I saw the interchanges at halftime, I kind of scoffed at it. I didn't really expect it to do well. Boy, I've been proven wrong. I have been proven wrong. The Warriors, they have looked good in every way tonight, and they've got 10 minutes now to play.
Nanai putting the kick in. What a kick from him. Beautiful stuff. Kennedy here. Need to watch him, though.
Yeah, well, Kennedy, I said it earlier, he's now only got 10 minutes left to score this one try. It's one try that he needs to break this record. I'm sure every person in the SRL is cheering him on right now, maybe except Warriors fans. But he's so close, you can smell it. And he'll need to be a big part of it if the Eels are to win this game. Push it up.
Definitely there. Look short, getting a run. McKay, sorry to cut you off there, Jack, but either way, no matter what happens, it's an achievement nonetheless. And Brody Kennedy, everybody in the SRL will be congratulating him because it takes a big effort for a man and somebody of his stature just to start the season. Nobody would have expected him to even get this close. He's just proven everybody, you know, wrong this season.
Yeah, he really has. And he's had a decent game tonight as well, but not so much on the attacking front, but defensively he's been Eels' best player. There could have been another 5 tries scored from the Warriors tonight, but Brody Kennedy's been there to clean up every little mess.
Thompson there, getting around one. There he is again, just cleaning up their mess that the front line leaves. He sets his defensive line up well here, Kennedy. But it's just the fatigue wearing in now, and it just comes down to...
Snicko, bro. Oh, he's just not quick enough. He was away. He could have outstretched the legs, but the small legs are gone at twice the distance. And chance bunts. He scored, and that'll be it. The Warriors win. They keep the dreams of not getting the spoon alive. They've got the Rabbitohs next week. They beat 46-0 last season. It's still possible. They could avoid the spoon. And Chance Bunce has put his team in a position to do that tonight.
Well, Bunty, the fullback, he's just said, come with me, boys, and let's get this game rolling. It's party time up here in Mount Smart Stadium at Auckland in New Zealand. And they're wanting to, you know, not get the wooden spoon, as you did say there, Jack. They want to go all the way. The crowd's up. Everybody's on their feet. No more about standing in this chairs. The Warriors are alive here as he misses the kick. The crowd quietens. But what a game here the Warriors are putting on.
Well, I did mention it briefly then, but last season, the Warriors managed to beat the Rabbitohs in the final round, 46 points to 0, to make a miraculous finals berth. They shouldn't have made the finals, but they did because they tried so hard in that last game. They've got the Rabbitohs next week. The Rabbitohs are on a bit of a decline in recent weeks. It's certainly not out of the question to see the Warriors condemn the Parramatta Eels to the wooden spoon. They just need a win. They probably need another try here because it'll come down to for and against. But, it's going to be an interesting game next week as Engo straight through the middle.
Flying offload there to McCartney. That looked to just be a Hail Mary of a pass there from Engo. But that was a good ball there to him as he's backing up again, driven back. The Warriors here, just what a game from them, and what a game they're putting on here for Jack up in the commentary box. Must be a pleasure to be commentating this. Gets close. Oh, goes in touch there.
That's not quite the play they wanted. The Eels, they'll want to score another try. Even if they can't win this, they really do want to close that for and against because, like I said, they could be condemned to the Eels based on condemned to the wooden spoon based on other results. They'll want to make it as tough as possible, so a try could go a long way here. A sent and dag straight through the middle. Great little run.
Yeah, good run there from him. Sendag passing the ball out here and tummy after Harris. What a game he's had and what a choice it was to bring him back out. Even though the Eels, you know, benefit of the doubt, Brody Kennedy here, he's just performed all ends out for his team here and he's done his jersey proud and he's shown us.
Oh, Harris for a double maybe?
Today.
Oh, he's so close.
Oh, short. He deserves it. He's trying his heart out here.
Oh, Cherry Evans just takes the tackle on the last. Brody Kennedy was there screaming for it. He wanted it. But Cherry Evans just takes the tackle, and that ruins the dream of the record being broken. I will say, though, Joey Kelly and Kane Chapman-Kenny are both sitting on 9 tries. They've got 2 games left each. Josh Corcoran, straight through the middle. Those 2 players, they could easily break the record as well. They only need 3 tries from their last 2 games. Either one could do it. David Barner, take it up. It's 45 metres out from the opponent's line. Maybe they look for one more try here, the Warriors. John Nanai straight through the middle. No stopping the big bopper. Brody Kennedy gets in front of him anyway. And into the danger zone now, the Warriors. 20 metres out from the Eels line. Corcoran to Bunce. Bunce to Corcoran. And Corcoran pushes his way up just before the 10-metre line. This will be the last. Bunce is running around. He's getting in position for the bomb. John Nanai puts it up. Jaden White's there. Bunce tries to get it, but Brody Kennedy comes down with it. And that'll be the game. The final score will probably be 28-14 unless a miraculous error happens. It's been a great performance here from the Warriors as they look to shut out the final few plays. The fans are screaming. The Warriors have got their 2nd win of the season. And it comes at an important time. McKay, he struggles on the ground, looking for something. Shannon Freeburn steps. Sean Walker holds on for dear life. This will be it, the last play. The Warriors will have a kick return chance. Oh, an offside penalty. And they'll just take the 2. They'll just take the 2. And that is a way to end the game. A 16-point win. If Corcoran can slot this one.
Well, the Eels here coming across the ditch. They're going to be sent straight back, and we're going to look at the conversion here. Big kick here from Corcoran, and he's got the distance, 30-14. It's party time here at Mount Smart Stadium.
It certainly is. The Warriors, they've kept their season hopes alive. They've got something to work towards next week against the Rabbitohs. Meanwhile, the Parramatta Eels, that is their final game of the season. The last time we'll see this Parramatta team on the park in Season 5. The highest they will finish now is 8. They cannot finish any higher. They could even finish with the spoon. We'll have a look over the stats. The Eels making a lot of tackles. It was fairly even at half-time. But the Warriors, they really just blew up in the second half, didn't they?
No, they definitely did. The coach said something, and the captain at halftime just going, boys, we know we can play better than this. And being honest, Jack, it was those interchanges that the coach decided to make. It really just ignited their attack and flair. And it was a good decision, you know, leaving those players like Snick O'Bro and putting them into the second row. Look at the meters that he brought up. This is something that we really haven't seen from him. Playing those extra minutes really has just brought out a different side. And Jai McCartney moved him from hooker and giving him, you know, that 15-minute break and bringing him back on into the forward position has just done a world of good here. Look at Corcoran here. The number 7 clocking up 165. Just all class here from the Warriors. Isaac Simmons. Beautiful stuff all over the place here. As we move over here onto the Parramatta Eels, Levi Raymond, Brody Kendi, he tried his guts out in defense. You know, one missed tackle. He made 13, 215 meters. Everybody just gave their heart here for their jersey here.
Well, I want to have a look at the line breaks between both sides. Brody Kennedy, he definitely tried. He got 9 line breaks, which is 4 more than anyone on the Warriors. Great performance from Brody. He didn't end up getting that illustrious try, but nonetheless, he had a great game. And I think the Eels won't be too unhappy with their season. They've had some good moments, but I think finishing 8th is a bit disappointing, or even 9th, but highest 8th. I think it will be a bit disappointing for them, but they should hold their heads up high because they've done better than most would expect. And, the Warriors, they have one more game to go.
Yeah, definitely. And either way, no matter the score, no matter what's happened here for the Eels, just what a performance both of these teams put on for, you know, us media circumstances and also just the audience's fans. You know, putting this sort of game, you know, on in New Zealand, what an atmosphere both of the teams created for the fans. You know, as they only get one game every couple of weeks, there's only one team over there in New Zealand, and Auckland Warriors have done amazing. And just what a game to put on SRL.
Yeah, they certainly have. Well, thank you for watching SRL TV here on Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been a pleasure, Eddie. Good night.